Bill Lagoon, The Awakening is a story about two high school students, a boy and a girl, who are stranded on a deserted island after an accident. This is a light-hearted romantic film that subtly portrays psychological changes throughout the story. Listen carefully. Two students, a boy and a girl, had been adrift at sea for days. The girl hoped someone would rescue them, but the boy remained calm because the person before him was the girl he had secretly liked for a long time. Suddenly, the girl spotted a small island ahead. They eagerly rowed their boat toward it, unaware that they were about to embark on an unforgettable survival journey on a deserted island. Upon landing, she excitedly wanted to find a hotel to freshen up, but soon realized the place was filled with dense foliage, with no trace of human life. Terrified, she suggested returning to the small boat to wait for rescue, but the tide had risen, and the boat had drifted away. They were forced to find temporary shelter. On their way back, they stumbled upon a beautiful hot spring. While the girl, accustomed to a pampered life, found the harsh conditions unbearable, the natural hot spring was too tempting to resist. The boy couldn't help but admire her graceful figure as she enjoyed the spring. As night fell, hunger set in, and their spirits grew heavy. Fortunately, she had a personal bag containing some food and a phone. However, there was no signal on the island. They ate sparingly to ease their hunger, slowly calming down. Days earlier, they were just two classmates who barely interacted. She was the star student, admired by many, while he was a quiet, withdrawn boy, often at the bottom of the class. During a graduation trip organized by the school, the class was lively and playful, but the boy remained distant, seemingly lost in his thoughts. That evening, the group held a party on a yacht. Suddenly, the Coast Guard appeared for an inspection. Amid the chaos, the girl accidentally slipped and fell into the water. The boy, seeing this, immediately jumped in to save her, pulling her onto a lifeboat. He cut the rope to avoid trouble with the authorities, intending to return once things settled. However, the yacht unexpectedly departed, leaving them adrift at sea until they reached a small island. To seek help, she wrote an SOS signal in the sand, hoping passing ships or rescue teams would spot them. The boy, on the other hand, remained indifferent, calmly swimming in the sea. He seemed oblivious to the challenges awaiting them. They built a temporary shelter using leaves and filled their bellies with wild bananas. Their spirits lifted as they adapted to island life. For the boy, this was a paradise, no social interactions, just him and his longtime crush. He had no desire to return to the real world. As they spent more time together, their bond deepened. They swam, explored, and shared the quiet of the island. What started as a tragedy turned into a peaceful, almost idyllic life. However, their families, distraught over their disappearance, launched a desperate search, involving the police and combing the seas. Over time, the search was called off, with authorities concluding they had perished. Life on the island grew monotonous, testing their spirits. They lost their only lighter, forcing them to create fire primitively. During a low moment, the boy found a skeleton buried in the sand. Terrified, the girl fled, fearing their fate might be the same. The boy reassured her with comforting words, helping her regain her composure. As time passed, they adjusted, even finding joy. The boy opened up about his feelings for her, and she admitted she had misjudged him before. Together, they planned to make the island their paradise. Just as they settled into their new life, a helicopter flew overhead. They fired their last flare, catching the rescue team's attention. After being saved, the girl reunited with her family, while the boy quietly left, heartbroken by her distant attitude. Later, at her birthday party, she invited him. Though they exchanged glances, she kept her distance. At the graduation prom, he approached her in a formal suit, reminding her of their island days. Moved by the memories, she reconciled with him. They embraced the happiness they had found together, their bond stronger than ever. Bill Lagoon, The Awakening is a touching story of survival, personal growth, and love. If you enjoy survival-themed movies, this is a must-watch.